Welcome, Cinemondo trailer reactions.
Yeah. Oh, Kathy and Mark here. And, we've talked about this film a few other times here on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment.
And the bell. So you know exactly when we release
Yeah,
them.
exactly. That's very important.
Yes,
So Fantastic Four First Steps. Marvel, has had this great run. And then they sort of switched over to TV and sort of, it's sort of the quality has wavered or the interest has sort of lagged a bit, ever since
I think they went a little too far into the catalog for more obscure superheroes. I think people just weren't here for it.
Yeah. Pizza Guy was just a disaster. It didn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the stuff that I was a big comic book guy when I was younger, and I don't remember some of these characters. So they're really digging deep. But Fantastic Four is one of the original Marvel Silver Age, 1961, Stan Lee. It's a classic. But it's the film versions. There's been a few of them have never sort of captured the excitement and what made that show so interesting. But this one looks beautiful. Directed by Matt Shakman, who worked on Game of Thrones and WandaVision. Yeah. And he's directing this. And the cast is incredible. Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn is the Human Torch. Vanessa Kirby is Sue Storm. Ben Grimm is played by Ebon Moss-Bachrach from
The Bear.
The Bear.
I just started watching that again. It just came out.
Yeah, the season 4. Yep,
it's so good.
Yeah, it's a great show, and he's great in it. Julia Garner plays the Silver Surfer, which is really cool. John Malkovich.
People having a little bit of problem with that the Silver Surfer's a woman, but oh well, butthurt boys.
Gosh, why? Paul Walter Hauser, who's great in everything he does. Yep. And Ralph Ineson, who has got this incredible voice. He's a British actor. I believe he's British. Yeah. Has deep, dark.
If you're going to have a voice talent on here.
For Galactus. Yeah. So anyway, all that gets me excited for this July 11th release. A big summer blockbuster. We were just talking about Jaws, the first summer blockbuster. We're hoping this one is the latest summer blockbuster for Marvel and for all the fans of the Fantastic Four. So this is I think it's the final trailer before it comes out.
It says final trailer, and it's going to be here in like less than 2 weeks.
I know.
So
wow.
I'm rooting for it because it seems like a very beautiful, like tied into the time, tied into the color palette idea that I like that they're not just make this big commercial modern day thing. They're really trying to make it feel of the time. So I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, let's check it out. The final trailer
check it out. Okay, here we go. Last one. Okay.
Famous around the world.
Let's go, Pedro.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic. Invisible Woman. Human Torch.
Cool.
I love you, Johnny.
And the Thing.
Hey, what time is it? Say the thing.
That's not really something I say.
It's clobbering time.
That's just in the cartoon. Never late for Sunday dinner. Let's eat.
Hey, what time is it?
It's dinner time.
It's clever. Oh, that's scary.
Terrifying.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald. Galactus.
Oh, like the silver eyes.
What is that?
Yeah.
Get us out of here, Ben. Hold on! Are we safe?
I don't know.
The clock is ticking. We are going to find a solution. We are going to make it right.
Just crush him.
I like that.
Cool cars.
The four of us will face the danger.
Love the retro modern.
Yeah.
We will protect you.
Family. It's about connecting to something bigger than yourself. We'll face it together. As a family.
time is it, Ben? What time is it, Ben? No, Johnny. Say it. I don't wanna. Say it.
Oh, I love the choir. Just keep showing Pedro Pascal. If you want me to go, just keep showing him. I just cannot resist.
We were just talking off air about the Cinerama, a logo in the Cinerama Dome.
Yes.
And the Marvel Studios, they just copied that there. So you give it the flavor of that early 60s sort of jet age vibe, which the city obviously has, the cars have. And also the color palette looks really spot on.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And I love the cream and the blue colors. It has that beautiful, and it's so consistent. That beautiful retro vibe just feels like it's a little bit of age on it, but not a lot. It's just, and all that kind of cool, kind of Futurama looking, modern but not modern. Like, it's just so good. Everything about it is so campy and fun. I just love it, and I like the humor.
The great humor in it. That's what I was going to say. Like it has that, and the comic book had that too. They sort of made fun of Ben Grimm because he was like, look what I'm doing, this rock guy now. But they're a family. You get the sense of family. You get the sense that they're here to protect the world from Galactus, and it looked like they really captured the comic. Because sometimes the Marvel movies, to me, don't capture the vibe of the comic, which is hard to do because it's a different medium. But this one's, I feel sense that they've got it right. It feels like the comic book to me.
It does. It just has that sort of vibe, and it feels timeless, but also retro, if that makes sense. Like I feel like retro is kind of cool again, anyway. But and it's funny how here's Pedro Pascal again. Like he was in Last of Us, where he's trying to save the world, and he screws it up because he decides to save her instead, and so he's doomed the rest of mankind to this terrible infection. And now here he is in Fantastic Four, same thing, making choices that causes the end of the world. Now he has to save us again.
Right.
Exactly.
In a different way. Yeah.
What's up, man? Can you save us from the disaster in the real world now? Because I've seen you out there. You're good at it. Come on now. So I love him.
He's great. He's in the new Ari Aster film. He's in The Materialist. I mean, he's doing a lot of work, and but he brings it, and he's a quality actor. And I think he's perfect as Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, he is definitely the Mr. Fantastic. Like you can't see anything wrong with him, and that's why he's so perfectly cast, because you trust the guy. And then of course you had Johnny Storm character is great because he's sort of like cocky, given the thing like all this shit about say it, say the clobber time. I know, it's really funny. It's very cute.
Yeah, he's more like, he could almost be in that series The Boys. He's almost like one of those characters from there. He's sort of like the jokey, sort of young, can't really control his emotions, maybe. But so it's just everybody has their own sort of character flaws and stuff, and so it just looks fun. It looks like a big summer. I think it's going to be a huge hit. I hope it is, because it's good for us to go back to the movies and see it with a bunch of people who are totally into it.
That's right.
There's nothing like it.
No, there's nothing like it. And I like that they're marketing it like it's not just this big spectacle like Marvel usually does. They're marketing it like, it's going to be a fun time. It's modern. It's sort of superheroes as if what about if they had a home life? You can imagine that. And I love that idea. I love this like little family, gathering that they have here. It's very cute. And they have the little waiter. The little robot waiter.
Yeah. It's just maybe they say, hey, listen, we have to sort of retool our marketing to do something that's just different from what it was, because that was starting to get a little tired. At least for me,
let us stand apart. Keep grounded a little bit. And this doesn't mean that they're all, because then we have this one. Whoa, okay, now we're doing. But they kept that retro. They have the border. That the rounded corners border, the cream and the blue, that brings it into that zone of sort of retro. But they have all this push perspective, like the big hands coming forward, and them breaking the borders and looking super action flying through the air. They bring that, but it still has that retro vibe to it.
Well, it's good. That's very comic book. I mean, that's very much like Ben Grimm, the thing coming at you and punching somebody. That's right out of the Marvel comics.
That's right.
That whole scene. So it's cool.
So you have little thing, a little robot down here again. They're bringing that in a lot. So that's very cute. And then we, of course, had this little teaser poster, which we're worked on. I'm just saying.
Really? That's really
I
cool.
worked on this. I'm very excited for this. Yeah, worked with an art director on this, and it was very, very cool.
That's beautiful. It reminds
Anyway,
that's very retro. Reminds me of the Man from U.N.C.L.E. beginning. It's really cool.
Yes,
I
I
really
know, it's
well
very
done.
fun.
You're
so
always good
they
at
put
this.
out a ton of posters for this. They have posters, they have cards, they have posters about cards. They have, I mean, and so many little like animation promos. They all kinds of motion graphics. This one, they're marketing the hell out of it, and all the marketing is super smart. I really like it. It's that retro thing. They're not breaking character. They're keeping it in there. They're, it's just really, really smart. So that one makes me believe in it. It's got Pedro, and it's retro, and it feels new and fresh, and it's got humor.
Right. I think, and the casting is great. I just think this is going to be a huge hit. Yeah. And we want, the last year there wasn't a big summer blockbuster. We need like a real one that sort of goes off and just makes tons of money. That's not necessarily like an animated kids film, something that we can go to and enjoy.
Some scripted real life movies making money.
Yeah.
This one looks like you could take your kids to. It's sort of a little scary, but it looks like it'll be funny too.
It's a PG, I think, so it'll be fine. So
you can do it. Take your kids. Come on, traumatize them for life.
you have a story about that, I think, but we'll talk about we'll leave that for another day. But anyway, Fantastic Four Final Steps coming out July 11th. We'll be there, and we'll talk about it after we see it. So until then,
bye.
Keep watching.
Fantastic Four.
What a voice.